All right, guys, I had a question that a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, sent me via text message. Um, and it was only text message because he does not have a smartphone, which really may not be that bad of an idea, to be quite honest. I'm not for sure if I could go back to that right now, but there are definitely times where that seems like the great thing to do. So you cannot send photos, videos, can't access YouTube or Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any of that good mess. But basically, he wanted to know how I managed to balance marriage, family, kids, meal prep, training, and how do I make it all work? And holy cow, that is just a really good hard question. He sent me that question probably 10 to 15 days ago. And I didn't answer immediately, so he sent me another message wanting to know if I had thought about it. And that's really just a heavy question. And it takes a little bit of time to think about. I couldn't just type it out into a text message and hit send. So he suggested that I take a few minutes on video and kind of give him a rough idea of my thoughts on the whole thing. I'm taking my shoes off, guys. My feet hurt. You can smell that. So I will just say that my top three priorities in life are my family, my faith, and my training. That's top three. You can't take any one of those three away from me. I mean, I don't function without it. Now, my faith is going to be with me no matter what. My training, well, that's slowly being taken away from me. And I've struggled with balancing what's being taken and what's being given and trying to find what I can do to keep that going. And my family, my goodness, I just don't think I could make it in life without them. And then you look at marriage. Okay, I heard something the other day. I can't take credit for this, but people always say that, marriage is a 50-50 thing. It's a give and take thing. Marriage has never, ever, ever been a 50-50 give and take thing. Most of the time, it's probably a lot closer to 75-25. A lot lately has been 90-10, as I just can't give a whole lot, or I can give the romance and the love and the care, and I can tell you how much that I love you. But there are a lot of things that physically I just can't do. Just, the marriage stuff that, around the house, paying the bills, a lot of stuff that it takes you just to manage the household, to keep the marriage together. I can't take care of all of my doctor's appointments and talk to all the doctors and manage everything. So she is doing 95% of that, and I've got 5% on that end. And there are some days where she just can't anymore. Just, I can tell when she wakes up or when she gets home, she's at her limit. Not at me, but just in life. And she just can't give anymore. She's on the couch and she's just not her. And that's the point where she's really at 10% or less. And at that point, it's my turn. I have to pick up the slack. I have to be that 90 to 95% that keeps us together and does things. I have to be are you okay? What can I do? Your head hurts, your back hurts, your leg hurts. How can I make it better? Do you need a massage? And this is the time where I need to do that. Do you need medicine? Your car's out of gas? I can go put gas in it. You're out of washer fluid or out, but I can make some. The dishes are stacked up. I should be doing the dishes anyway. Let me go do that. The kids need baths. Well, that's my responsibility. I can do it. Let's go. You need the house quiet. I'll take everybody outside. I'll get everybody to bed. We'll all put our headphones on. You do whatever you need to do to recharge. And thankfully, she does the exact same thing for me. And I can tell you that with my marriage, I never would have been attracted or stayed attracted to my wife if she wasn't just as focused on her goals as I am. And I think her goals are nuts. Totally nuts. And she thinks that my goals, my dreams of doing this outside at almost 50 years old under all of these circumstances is absolutely insane. Why would anyone still do that? But I understand why, and she understands why. And that's why I encourage her to do whatever it takes to continue to fulfill her dream. And that's why she never tells me no. She always tells me, go train. Stay out as late as you need. Go whenever you need. And I can do that because when I come home to my family, I focus on one thing at a time. I either focus on training, or I focus on family, or I focus on my faith. Now, number 4 and number 5, not laughing at all, is Kentucky basketball and work. Now, I am not going to work when Kentucky basketball is playing. I'm not going to do a whole lot family-wise. I'm going to be watching the game. I may say a whole lot of, dear Lord, what are you doing? Please, just take care of these guys. I'm not going to be training, that's for sure. I can't do any of those things really all at the same time. I focus on one thing at a time. And as far as work goes, I really do love my work, and it keeps me inspired and thinking, and it makes my training better because I'm doing a lot of the stuff out here to get stuff on video and to try stuff out so I can help all of my clients. But when I'm training, that's all I'm going to do. When basketball is on, that's all I'm going to do. The same with my faith, my family. Yeah, that's it. So how do I manage it? I'm always honest with my wife and my kids. I'm honest with God. At least I think I am. I'm pretty sure I shoot straight with everybody. If I'm going to go train, then I'm going to go train. And I'm really not going to say that I'm going to be back at 7 o'clock unless I'm going to be back at 7 o'clock. I say I'm going to go train. My wife says, what time are you going to be back? I'm going to be back when I'm done. And that's been the same question she's asked for the last 25 years and the same answer that I've given for the last 25 years. And when she goes out with her friends, and I say, what time are you going to be back? And she goes, I'll be back when we're done. And I get it. She's honest. I'm honest. That's the way it is. We're both honest, trustworthy people. I can trust her. She can trust me. It's kind of what a marriage is supposed to be, isn't it? No matter who you are, no matter who they are, can you trust them to be who they are? And are you always going to be who you are? And I think we do a pretty good job of that. Finding balance. Again, balance is never 50-50. It's always fluid. It's always moving. There are times where training, if I've got a big goal coming up, anytime that I've prepared for a competition, my family knows that this is serious for me. When I'm with you, I'm going to be 100% with you, but this is my schedule. I'm going to train on Sundays and Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. And on off days, I'm going to do something out here. And I'm going to do it from this time to this time. And having the schedule this time to this time is not just for them, it's for me also. So I can have the schedule. I'm not doing too little. I'm not doing less. And I have to be planned out and prepared. And because they know they can trust me, they know they can count on me to do what I say I'm going to do. Every single time, I'm allowed that freedom. And because they do what they say they are going to do every single time, I give them that freedom. And when they mess up, and when I mess up, well, when they mess up, I have to understand that, you know what? I mess up too. And if I'm okay with them messing up every once in a while, then they've got to be okay with me messing up every once in a while. And if they're ever okay with me messing up every once in a while, then I've got to be okay with them messing up every once in a while. So balancing it all, I try to have a schedule. I try not to have too many goals in life at once. There are times where I've really focused on work. There's times of the year where I'm really seemingly only focused on Kentucky basketball. There are times in my day where I'm really zoned in, focused on spending my time with God in prayer and studying. There are times where when I'm with my wife, I'm only with my wife. When you see me with my kids, I'm only with my kids. That makes those times special. And when you see me training, well, there's probably a good reason why I've had a lot of training partners over the years and why it's just me right now. And it's mostly been always just me. Because when I come to train, I'm a dog, I'm going to fight, and I'm here to train. And if you were in the same room with me and you were not there to train, to fight, to be a dog, then I'm going to let you know. And I'm going to drive you into the ground, and you are not going to like it. And you will either get on the road with me and become great, or you will leave. And honestly, that's not saying anything negative about anybody, because you take anything, you take music, you take studying, you take race cars, I'm trying to think what all the DJs, all these other things that my friends are really, really into, I'm not. And that's okay. But when they are dead serious doing what they love, I don't have any business being around them during that time unless I am as dead serious as they are. Same goals, same road, same direction. Have to be able to count on everyone, and you have to be honest at all times. And everyone in the picture has to understand that balance is never 50-50. It's always varying of different numbers that still make up 100. Never be afraid to be the 10. Never be afraid to pick up the slack and be the 90% either. I hope this helps, man. Love you. Talk to you soon.